Hello everyone, and courtesy of the support I received from my channel members, we are today able to bring you an unboxing of Warhammer Underworlds Deathgorge, the newest box released for Underworld. Been playing it a lot on the channel. I know it's not Games Workshop's most popular game. I really like it, and I was very interested in this new box. It's not a starter set, and the two-player starter set that I did an unboxing of is still relevant. This is their kind of seasonal release that they do for Underworld, which is a bit of a weird thing. But either way, it comes with everything you do need to play. It comes with 2 full warbands, it comes with boards, dice, etc, but offers up different warbands than the starter set does. So we're going to be taking a look at this today, much in the same way I did Skavek's Plague Pack when they released, just in case you are interested in getting into Underworlds, and I do encourage it. It's not expensive compared to Games Workshop's other games. It's quick, it's got depth, surprising depth actually, at least when I was going in I wasn't expecting it, and it looks great, and the miniatures are so detailed because they can afford to take the time to make them look really nice with great scenic bases. But burying the lead a little bit, 2 players, 30 minutes, age 12 and plus. It comes with 2 rivals decks for the warbands in the box, as well as 2 new universal rival decks as well, as it says there. I've noticed that there is something to cut, so I'll do that and then we'll be back. Alright, sellotape removed, the ultimate competitive miniature game. I don't know if that's true, but it certainly it does have a competitive edge. There we go, I did remove the sellotape, I promise. Just put that over there. And we immediately start with the new boards, which are frosty themed, and I do like a frost area on the maps. So again, they're double-sided with a mix of cover hexes, lethal hexes, danger hexes, blocked hexes, and so on. Again, previous boards for Warhammer Underworlds, perfectly playable. I think this does introduce one new mechanic that you can use on either my box upside down. I feel like this box has been stored upside down. Yeah, it has. That's fine. So we have assembly instructions for the thrice-fold Discord. I believe the Slaanesh team is called. It's 3 miniatures wide. This is them here, in fact. And then on the other side we have, I don't remember what they're called, but they're the water elves who have a pet sassy squid, which I very much like. Not too hot on the massive helmets like that right there, but I am all about a squid that's throwing hands, well, tentacles I guess, and the Slaanesh people won't even mind because they're 90% tentacle as well. So assembly instructions, and then we have the rulebook. There are some little changes to the rules, but by and large, across 64 pages, it is the same as in the 2-player starter set, although I believe this should probably incorporate the magic rules. Yes, it does. So, same as outside of the 2-player starter set, which for some reason negated, including, or neglected rather, the spell rules. I guess because neither of the warbands that came with it use spells, but it's part of the game's rules, so you'd think they'd include it, but they didn't. Not that it's super complicated, as long as you know like what spells are and spell attack actions, etc, because the wording sometimes matters. Thrice-fold Discord, that's too hot for TV, and Sirene's Razors, aka Sea Elves, with the sassy squid. There's a better look at what the both sides of the boards look like, since I can't really, with the limited space I have currently, show you what they are. But it's kind of like a frozen lake with a skeleton underneath it, and then just some rocky, weird looking terrain and some waves as well. There is the objective icons that come with the game, as well as blocked markers, scattered dice, and then just updated versions of the existing ones. Exactly the same for glory, activated tokens, wounds, etc. They've just got a blue outline. That's about it. So what are the, let's see here, what are the 2 decks called? Breakneck Slaughter and Force of Frost are the 2 generic universal rival decks included. There is a better look at the miniatures, the best look at the miniatures you'll ever see on this channel, because there's no way I can paint to that quality. So yeah, just those 3 Slaanesh demons. They have a very fun deck though, very much about manipulation and bargaining. And then the 4 in Sirene's Razors, 2 just generic soldiers, sassy squid throwing hands, and then Sirene herself of the Abyss. So we're not going to go through every single page, but as I say, the rules more or less are the same. The significant difference in them is that if everyone on your warband has a charge token and you have another activation for the round, you can also do a move now instead of just attacking, so there is another option, which is nice enough. It's a subtle little thing, but it means you might have more options. I think they used that frozen skeleton that I just flipped past there twice in the book already. Oh, and again, up there. They must have really liked it. It does look kind of cool, pardon the pun, but a bit OTT on the use of the same graphic. Then the glossary of terms at the back, exceptionally helpful this. Very, very nice to have, and there's actually an even better look at the map tokens that come with the game, right there. So I must admit, compared to some of the other Underworld releases, the kind of slapdash method this sprue has been thrown in here, like I haven't touched this, is a little disappointing. Like it really is just kind of like someone just did that and was like, that's good enough. That's normally not how they do this. I would have thought it would be, there's not enough room to do it that way, like it would be held better. So it doesn't look like there's any damage or anything, it's just it's a little thing. It just looks like it was lazily tossed in and called good, which is okay when it's a relatively flat bit of sprue like this, but then look at this slash stuff. You've got tentacles all over the place, you've got pincers, you've got whatever that is. So it would have been nicer if it was packed a bit better, I feel, especially because they had this heavy stuff. Like usually they do the raised bits of cardboard and they hide, or they're supposed to hide, the cards or sprue underneath or on top to separate them. They just aren't bothering now. So you do get all the dice you need to play. 5 regular dice, 3 defense dice, and 3 spell dice. That's all you'll ever need. And then we do have the decks. So we've got each of the rival decks, and then the 2 I mentioned, Force of Frost, and we don't get to see what the other one was called because there's a nice little bit of card art there. So you get their unique decks to play with, and options for anybody, although it will suit certain playstyles better, with those 2 down there as well to offer up alternative ways to play. And that is it. That's like, they're pretty simple, the starter sets. It doesn't come with the step-by-step how to play. What is that? I think it's just a broken bit of sprue, but nothing important. You see that? Yeah, I really hope that's just like a, it's definitely off of the purple sprue, but I'm pretty sure it's not important because it's very rounded. It's probably just a, well, I hope it's just a defensive. Oh, what is that? Sorry, I'm looking at the purple sprue and it has been damaged. Look, that's probably where it happened. I don't know how well that's picking up. There's blue there because it's been bent. You see that? That's been bent. So it's probably another one of those that's come off, but that's just for protection. That isn't actually part of whatever this is. I think it's the lady's head. It's happened there too. Huh. So yeah, I feel like this was packed poorly, which is not something I would normally say for a Games Workshop product, but that's a little disappointing. I was going to go to some final thoughts, but just as I was repacking the box, I feel like this is the best way to offset the sprues to make sure it wouldn't be damaged. It just takes a second. It's hard for them to go under each other, especially once you put the instruction manual on top. That's just going to gently hold it in place. That's probably how it should have been done, but in this instance it wasn't. So that is going to be it for our look at what you get in the Deathgorge box. Very quick, I'm sure, but it is, you don't get a lot in Underworld boxes because you don't need a lot, and that's part of the nice thing about the game, is like 3 to 7 miniatures and a deck of cards and you're good. And you get 2 in every iteration of a starter set or expansion, whatever you want to call this, a seasonal release, I don't know. But either way, we'll be seeing these on the table at some point in terms of the 2 warbands. We'll definitely see the tables sooner. If you haven't given Warhammer Underworlds a chance, and this video is just, you've come across this video and given it a chance because you're just a sub to the channel, check out the playlist if you want to see it being played, or look into it yourself and give it a go. It plays really, really quickly, very smoothly, and there's not too much complicated with it. It plays very nicely. They're still doing the push fit shenanigans. I don't like push fit when it's flimsy, thin bits of sprue because it just bends. I would prefer its normal assembly, but it does make it easier for younger folk to be able to assemble them if it is just push fit. You don't need glue. You do need clippers though, and the clippers are more dangerous than super glue, I would think. Well, maybe not. Both would be fatal if you ate them. On that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Look forward to some more Underworld, here and there on the channel. I can't do it as often as I would like because it isn't popular enough, but we can change that together. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you in the future. Ta for now.